Hi, this is Bill Hartzer, and this is the Bill Hartzer podcast. And today I am talking specifically about internal links. And so internal links. Well, internal links on a website, we have basically three types of links, or several types of links. Okay, if you have a domain name, any page, for example. Any page on, this is my homepage of my website, any page on your site that has a link, for example, Facebook ads, this actually is a link to another page on your site. So this is an internal link. Here's another internal link that says website is optimized properly. It's linking to another page. And then here's another one. So here's services. This services is linking to hartzer.com/services. That's an internal link. The anchor text is the keyword. For example, consultant from Hartzer Consulting, or services. That is actually, or monthly SEO services. That is actually the internal anchor text of the link. So we have actually external links. And external links would be, for example, in the sidebar here, I'm linking to my Twitter profile, okay? Or on my page on Facebook, or a Facebook profile, or Hartzer Consulting on YouTube. So those are external links because they link from your domain name or one domain name to another domain name. Those are actually outgoing links, and we call them external links, but they're outgoing links. External links also would be when the Twitter account itself, twitter.com/bhartzer, is an external link pointing to hartzer.com. And if that's the case, it's an external link. So that's what we're talking about when we talk about external links. Today, I'm going to talk specifically about internal links and having an internal link strategy. Now, if we look at a website, for example, and this is my site, and I have internal navigation. This is the main navigation. I have services, and it links to different services pages. Every page is a part of this navigation. So for example, let's talk, so that all these pages in the navigation link to all these pages in the navigation. So for example, the online reputation management page links to all these other pages that are in this navigation. There's a limited amount of links in the navigation. But let's talk about other internal links. Okay, if you go through and you look at monthly SEO services, for example, that is internal anchor text. That's a link in the middle of the text. And when you click on that, it's going to go to the monthly services page. Okay, now two things that you'll notice. You'll actually notice, since this is WordPress, this is actually using the Easy Table of Contents, is using a Table of Contents plugin to automatically create internal links on a page on that page. So these headings here, various headings like your business and website isn't a template. That's a heading, and it jumped down specifically to that particular section of the document of that particular page. This is actually, these are also internal links. These links here can show up in the search results. You can actually you can change in a table of contents. You can change, for example, ongoing services after an SEO audit. If you wanted to, change that text, you can change that text. So if you wanted to use ongoing services and make this something else, you could still have this heading. You could make that. The whole idea here is that we're creating internal links on our page, okay? And we're also need to create internal links on our site. Let's talk, so for example, I want this page about SEO audit service to potentially rank for SEO audit. So I will create an internal link on this page to the SEO Audit Services page. That strategy of going through your site and creating internal links with the anchor text that you want. This is a strategy that, and these are internal links within the text. We're not talking about any kind of links in the navigation. Or if you have a footer, for example, you have a footer, you might have links there. You actually have also links potentially on the sidebar. We're talking about a strategy for optimizing and doing optimization on your site by creating additional internal links on other pages. So how do we identify where we want to create those links? Okay, pretty simple. We can actually go to our site, go to Google and type in site:hartzer.com or site:yourdomain.com and your keyword SEO Audit. If we do that, sure, we have some ads. They're not targeting my particular site in particular, but they're targeting SEO Audit. That's why the ad is showing up. But in fact, in this case, we want to find pages. This is the page I'm going to be linking to internally. But in fact, I found there's a technical SEO audit page. There's a mini SEO audit page. There's search engine optimization audit quick tips. There's SEO audit. There's SEO audit. Here are all the opportunities for me to link from another page to this page using SEO Audit as the anchor text. And there's a lot of pages. Now I want to point out very specifically, in the case where I added a table of contents, okay, we looked at that a minute ago, you will notice that in the actual search engine result, there's an additional link. This link this link is there because of the table of contents. This link is there because I added the internal link on the page itself to a heading. So there might be a case where people are looking for monthly SEO services. They might actually be also looking for an audit. They might come across this listing and actually find the fact that there's an additional link. They might go directly to that particular section. That's what we're talking about adding in, internal links and so forth, and doing that internal linking. So here are the opportunities on your site to add internal links to pages. We can actually then literally just right click, open this in a new tab, edit the page, and add the link. It's that simple. That actually, in the case, we are able to actually add, let's say, links fairly quickly, internal links. With some B2B sites and some smaller SMB sites, it may only take 5 to 10 additional links, internal links with your anchor text, to make a difference. So that's what I'm talking about. Let's look at also Screaming Frog, which is worth taking a look at. I actually crawled the site. Screaming Frog's SEO Spider. I crawled the site, and if you go through and you highlight a page, let's take Mini SEO Audit. Okay, these are, and we look at in links, the bottom, we could see all of these pages. There is a link from the services page with anchor text that say Mini SEO Audit to that page. On the SEO Speaker page, there is a link that says SEO Audits and links to the Mini SEO Audit page. We can actually see these links and see all the links. There's a lot of links, and most of these are in navigation, I can tell you. There's only, so if we wanted to to rank a little bit better for Mini SEO Audit, we probably would find some pages that say SEO Audit or Mini SEO Audit, and we would actually create those links manually. Now, by editing this text. What I typically do, and I've had a question before, is when we look at back, what I typically do is I don't want to have the link to be exactly the same the whole, every time, and the text around it. You want to have a little bit, make it a little natural. So what I will do is I will sit, before I go in and do all this internal linking, I will actually sit down and write, let's say, a couple paragraphs of text. That's not an example, but let's say this amount of text. Okay, I'll sit down and write that, and use SEO Audit as the anchor text, and I'm linking to my SEO Audit page. So in fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually sit and mention SEO Audit once here, second time, third time, fourth or fifth time. That's my boilerplate text. When I go to actually each page, the first time I might select this much of text and paste that. The next time I might select this text and paste that. I've already written it. I might actually, the third time, do both. Okay, then there's a lot more text. I kind of change it up if you're doing some internal linking. That's, some of the opportunities. When you have, let's take a B2B site. We have some services pages. We have them in navigation, but we need some specific anchor tests, because there might be a case where somebody talks about let's use an example, a mini SEO audit, but that's what I'm calling it. I'm calling it a mini SEO audit, and that's what I brand it. But some people might search quick SEO audit, for example, or small SEO audit. Let's take quick. That's what we want to rank for. I want to call it mini SEO audit. So we want to actually, so what I will do is I will write that anchor text and write that text and use that anchor text in a couple paragraphs, and then sprinkle it out throughout the site. Using the strategy of site:hartzer.com space keyword to identify places on my site where I can actually quickly add a link. So like I said, sometimes it is only a few links, sometimes it's 5 or 10, sometimes it's 20. One of the opportunities and reason why we have, the great opportunity is actually on a blog. You have blog posts that probably mention your products or services. Just taking the effort to go through blog posts like this, you could actually, if it's something like this, you could actually do domain.com/blog and actually find pages, that blog posts, okay, where you have mentioned that particular keyword. Here's local SEO if I want to continue, So there's opportunities here to link and place manual links over to whatever page you're trying to get some more additional internal links. So that's one way to identify. One of the areas what I would also like to do is look at my pages. Okay, let's look at the internal pages, and let's start just as a good exercise. Is we've highlighted in Screaming Frog, we've highlighted in links. Okay, as I sit here and I look, and I'm just going to scroll through. And I'm going to scroll through these pages, and what I'm looking at here is the anchor text. And I'm looking at the anchor text, but I'm also looking at how many links are there. Okay, so as I scroll through these, most of these pages all have a good number of links already. Okay, but I may come across a page like this. Linking campaigns leads. This is obviously an article on the site, but see, look, there's not a lot. There aren't a lot of links. There's links to itself. In fact, where it says skip to content, those are actually links. Those are the table of contents links linking to itself. But let's see, I can count 1, 2, 3, 4 internal links. 4 internal links linking to a page. It's not well optimized as far as the internal linking goes. It's not. And so that's an opportunity to figure out what anchor text that page can link to, what we want to rank for, what actually keywords and in the anchor text to be used, and use that. As we start to go through, that's an opportunity to do a page. I can see through. There's some others here. Here's another one. Search engine optimization tip: include keywords and URLs. That was an article. There's actually just one link to that page. And the other links are internal links to that table of contents trick that I showed you before. There's one internal link to this page. Keywords and URLs. That could be a keyword with one internal link to the page on the site. That's an opportunity. That's an opportunity to take your time and find keywords and URLs. You may not have mentioned that, but you might just create a link, several links that say keywords or keywords and URLs, or find an opportunity to write some additional content or a couple sentences explaining keywords and URLs and pointing back specifically to this page or this article. That's an opportunity. As we scroll through Screaming Frog, there's more and more. Look at these pages. There's 2 issues here. There are 2 issues here. This particular page, expand on your best website content. Okay, search SEO tip. It looks like it's, it has enough headings, it has a fair amount of content, so forth. It's using the table of contents, as we can see. In this case, again, one link. Here's the opportunity. The opportunity is there's one link going to that page, but that page actually probably only doesn't have a lot of links going out to other pages, so it cannot pass a lot of page rank. It's not a good page that's contributing to the rankings of other pages, because a page needs internal links pointing to it. It's got one, but a page also needs external links, outgoing links to other pages. Okay, which will help the other pages. That is an opportunity. And again, there's some other pages on here where certain pages have a lot of text, but other pages, as we start to go through, like I said, there's some pages that do not have a lot of content. Like where to get ideas for website content. Okay, that's an article. It doesn't have a table of contents. It actually only has one page where that is linking to it. Again, that is an opportunity for internal linking, and we can easily identify this with Screaming Frog. Let's take another look at an audit that I ran with Sitebulb. I really like Sitebulb to do SEO audits as another crawler. I like to look at the crawl map, and there's the opportunity here. Here is the site and the way it is structured. Okay, and that's fine. It has all the pages. Now, if we find, here is the home page, and basically from the home page, these are all the links in the main navigation, and those link back to the home page, and that's fine. And you're gonna find, basically that there are, like I said, there's 121 internal links to the page and so forth, because every page, it's linked in the navigation. There's 121 pages on the site, and that's fine. We go to other pages like search engine optimization, these SEO tips. We start to go to other pages. Well, look, some of these are opportunities here. All these pages that only have one link pointing to it. That's not, that's not contributing to the, to other pages on the site with only having one link. Here's a page again that has one link. So there's a lot of opportunities here on this particular site to do some internal linking to really actually help with internal linking. Now, here's where it gets interesting. This crawl is all based on a crawler that does not execute JavaScript. The reason why I did this is because you can see the opportunities. Okay? I have not so there's an opportunity here to use, there's a site called InLinks. And InlinksNet is a service that actually will crawl your site, and they figure out the topics. They figure out based on entities and based on a list of Google entities that that Google provides an API. They know these entities, and basically based on that list, they're able to identify topics and help literally create internal links. So, for example, let's say this particular website redesign SEO services. This actually website redesign SEO. This site InlinksNet has created 61 links. Okay, 61 links on other pages to that particular site. If we look back at Sitebulb, Sitebulb did not execute JavaScript, and these links, essentially what you're going to do is you're going to create within links. You're going to take JavaScript code, and you're going to put the JavaScript code on in the footer of your site, and when it runs, it actually is going to create and add links to pages on the site for you. And you can then, in this dashboard, you can associate topics. You can actually go through and add keywords and the links and so forth. And it also not only creates links, but it actually creates schema and outgoing links as well on the pages and so forth. So it's worth taking a look at. This was just recently. This service was actually just fairly recently launched. I've been using it for several months and have seen some good results from it. That said, so internal links are actually, let's go back and forth. Internal links are not only internal links that you create on your page itself, like a table of contents, but they're actually internal links in that have your keyword in the middle of text. Those are the links that you want. Those are the links that not only do you want on your site pointing to certain pages, but you want, obviously links within text on other sites. But today I'm talking about specifically internal links, and that's one thing that when I do SEO audits or I have new clients, that's one thing. This is such an opportunity to actually just get get better search engine rankings by paying attention to not only the SEO profile and the internal link profile and figuring out what's going on with the internal links, but actually to rank better by including and actually adding more internal links on your site that will increase rankings. This has been the Bill Hartzer podcast for, I'm not going to mention the date because of the fact that it is, internal links are important, and probably 6 months from now this is actually also going to be extremely important, and it has been for probably 10 to 15 years. So it's a concept. Internal links link to your other pages, make it easy to jump down and make it easy to have a table of contents of your page, especially if your page is long and so forth. Internal links are important. This has been the Bill Hartzer podcast on internal links. You can catch me on Twitter, on Facebook, and at Hartzer.com, or read my blog at BillHartzer.com. And I will see you online.